Hello and welcome back to Chicagoland, site to race number 7 of the NRSL Reebok Truck Series, and join me once again is Stephen Paul III.
Hello, guys.
On the front row today is Emmanuel Gonzalez in the 10, and he'll start alongside Kev Shear in the 56 for SRT Motorsports. Last week's winner, Osmain Hamid, will start in row 2 alongside Dylan Young. Joshua Hyatt, the Atlanta winner, will start alongside James Ellison in row 3. John Silver will start alongside Chad White in row number 4 for truck number 4. And Mohamed Zainadullah will start alongside Daniel Gitterok in row number 5 in the 23. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand over to Steven for his thoughts and predictions.
Well, we have a short dash, 20 laps for sure. In the Cup race, it was pandemonium. A lot of crazy things happened with pit strategy. But we will not see that. So trying to be in the front, usually Charles is ionized as not much draft reliant. So being in the front of the pack is definitely going to be key. So I look for the front row to perform well and some of the rookies to move up here. Allison might be a threat, because he's up toward the front. And our last row is JT Bryant, hard Pollard here. But our points leader is Rob Evans, and he's been pretty good at these tracks. I believe he won at 1 mile track, if I'm not mistaken, so look for him to be a threat.
Well, he won at Daytona, and I'm blanking on the other right now. He won at Watkins Glen. That was the other one.
So I failed miserably on that, so don't look out for him today.
As here comes the command to start engines here for the Linux 200.
Drivers, start your engines!
Got like Arnold Schwarzenegger vibes almost off of that one.
Well, I can't hear it, but at least Charles remembered the sponsor name.
It wasn't him, but it's like the way the guy talked was just weird.
I'll be back.
So Rob Evans, not quite that, but as mentioned, Rob Evans comes in as the points leader by 99 points over Cole Deaver. It's Brett Hill third, 113 back. Dylan Young fourth in points. Joseph Strickland is fifth in points. They are 131 and 135 back, respectively. Those are the only 5 drivers who could leave here as the points leader. The rest of the top 10 in points: Johnny Gardner, Joshua Hyatt, Joseph Bryant, Blake Coleman, and Jessica Shelton. Apparently there was one of the instances in Happy Hour. Not exactly I will figure out onboards at some point. I know about who would carry him, but we didn't have time to really talk that over because stuff happened while we were setting this all up.
It's always how it goes,
So either way, the field's coming through turns 3 and 4. Worth mentioning, Chase Grid coming in is going to be currently it's the top 14 in points, and then Sky Commons and Hamid. As the pace truck is off, and the Linux 200 is green.
Yeah, look, here goes Gonzalez. Gonzalez starts at the front at Bristol, too, so that's a good qualifying truck, but can he hang up there? He lost the race ultimately to JT, so let's see if he can have the race pace to hold on here.
Well, we'll see also how much this actually truly is a draft-reliant track. Obviously, trucks, you will get draft-reliant no matter what, but...
Yeah, that's always how the setup and the make of the cars are. But we tried to avoid that because, that racing is very non-realistic.
We do try, as looks like, though, Gonzalez is going to be able to lead lap number 1. Dylan Young looking for the race lead as they were going through 3 and 4, unable to make the move as the top 2 start to try and break away. Middle of the pack is where they are 3 wide, though. I saw Joseph Bryant in the middle of it.
Well, as nobody long as nobody pulls the Baranowskis here, we're safe.
Side by side for the race lead down the back straightaways with Dylan Young and Gonzalez.
Coming down here. Yeah, let's see. So battling right there. Dylan Young's going to take the lead. Dylan's had a horrible... I believe that's in the truck series. He hasn't done too bad this season.
Dylan Young is 4th in points coming in. I mentioned that at the top.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking of his truck series. That's why him. He's right there.
This is the truck series.
I meant the Hooter series. You can tell it's 1:12:41 at night, obviously.
As Dylan Young clears for the race lead, Gonzalez going to be able to clear for second as Kev Shear was looking for the spot. Last week's winner, Osmain Hamid, going to look for 4th on James Ellison going into turn number 3.
Yeah, Ellison hasn't made too many races, so he's not used to being in this position. Let's see how he can race the 88 car right here.
Well, it looks like he's going to try and get the run down the front straightaway. Chad White's going to offer his drafting help to the Thor Sports Chevrolet.
I see Long John Silver's coming up to the field too. So Zeta Duel had to go.
Emmanuel Gonzalez peeking for the race lead once again. And it's Ellison who's going to get the spot off turn number 2. The run down the back straightaway there for the Motorcraft Ford.
Yeah, that was a great run right there. As we see Seth Cole going a little high up the hill right there, and somebody's in the fence back there.
This is a red truck. It might have been the 84, Jessica Shelton. No, it's 23, Daniel Gitteroke.
He's in no man's land, I'll tell you that much.
That was who's on the outside. Look at Juan Fernandez on the bottom there. Went to the 8.
Juan Fernandez. Oh, Jesus.
As Brett Hill in the middle of that gets out of there.
Hey, there's my old ride right there. As there comes 27. There goes old 3 wide.
3 wide, Osman Hamid, Chad White, and that is Joshua Hyatt in the 11.
Here he comes through the field.
Kev Shear's going to clear for second now, though, as they go into turn number 138 of James Ellison looking for third. Hamid almost in the wall.
Yeah, he was way up the hill right there.
And it's going to be Gonzalez who grabs third down the back straightaway. Chad White going to see the opportunity there and go for fourth. Not able to make it work, though.
No, there's still 3 wide right here.
Well, so now Hyatt going to make it a move again for fifth. Mohammed Zain Abdullah looking for a way around as well.
I don't think John did John ever return this year? I don't think so.
No, he made the move up to Hooters, actually.
Well, John Irving won this race last year, so Hamid's got a good truck. I believe they're using the same one as last year. Oh, we got a crash.
Problems for Sam Young. The SRT Motorsports Dodge has gone around, and we'll see if I can actually remember to put that in the video this time.
My money's on no.
I forgot to at the Auto Club. I figured that out.
That's all right. We all forget things.
Top 4, though, are single file starting to break away. Actually, top 6 now are single file. RJ Reynolds going to grab 7th away from the 27.
Yeah, because looks like now we're going 2-2 racing right here.
John Silver going to look for a way around the 88 as they come off turn number 4. Help from Seth Cole, the past champion of the series in the 52 truck.
Did you list Seth Cole as S.A. Cole in a previous season?
Huh?
So apparently S.A.
That was Savannah.
Cole. Okay, so Savannah Cole is a former winner at Chicagoland, so maybe Seth can use lessons learned from her sister to win this race.
No relation actually between us.
Okay, man, I need to get a new researcher, guys.
So, the reason why is there's 2 Coles in the series, and at that point I would imagine that I had Seth and Savannah both in the series. That would have been the reason for that. And Savannah Cole was signed up by a different username that had no relation to Seth.
And the background is awesome because it was the 41 and the catch fence at Neilman. And I believe this is the first time we're using the night version of this track because the other 2 races were during the day.
Very likely that that is the case. As RJ Reynolds going around the outside of Zane Abdullah, they're cracking him in the back. Caution flag is out for the first time.
Big wreck.
And Rob Evans is up and over.
And that's the points leader. He's done. Gittero finally brought it in there as here comes the... Oh, Jesus. Arca breaks.
As Dylan Young leads under the caution.
Oh, Sam Young.
Sky Commons with a lot of damage to Jasper Engines 4.
Oh, 30's destroyed.
Paul Swanson was 30th in points coming in. That truck is destroyed. Brett Hill third in points. Gitteroke is already out. Looks like Joseph Strigley, Blake Coleman, Juan Fernandez with damage in the 34.
JT's bad race continues. And everybody else looking pretty clean right there.
Three's clean.
Yeah.
It's difficult to tell in 05.
And I can tell where it started, I'll tell you that much.
Well, as expected, no pit stops there. Let's take a look back at what happened to bring out the yellow for the first time tonight. And we're back. Here's what happened coming off turn number 2. Brett Hill and Sky Commons with a little bit of disagreement over track space. They go down the track. Somehow they managed not to spin here, though, which is a miracle in itself.
And Brett Hill's pushing Sky Commons. Wow, retaliation right there on the apron. That's a points penalty.
Juan Fernandez, Rob Evans just get collected. Daniel Gitteroke know where he could have gone.
And then it's on from here.
There's Coleman. There's Strigley.
And then Rob Evans gets hit again. Then I don't know. I can't see that plow right there. As the 24 Matthews. Oh, Strigley in the fence. Rob Evans gets plowed for a 3rd time in the wreck, and he starts flipping.
I think that was by Swanson.
No, yeah, it was. You're right. I thought it was the old 2 car. As right there, Rob Evans. Oh, huge! What a job by the Crayola truck.
Great job there, missing that one.
My God, you couldn't paint that any better right there for the Corolla truck.
Looks like Pollard actually does get a small piece of this in the 05.
Yeah, he sends the 76 up the hill. Oh, the 32 is drifting on some unknown right there. Just drifted by himself. No help right there. As the
Side
02
scraped
is going to
someone,
back.
it looks like.
Oh, God.
That's how much that slide looked like.
Well, a lot of cars on the apron. I mean, we got to look at some of the cars who missed it, too, because they were flying. There's people on the apron right here, too. Oh, what the heck? The
Trevor
37.
Germain was down in the grass.
Charles, is this how you teach your drivers how to race?
Hey, we gotta give him some moves somehow.
That's a good save.
As with that, let's go ahead and take a couple onboards here. With this one, give you some alternate looks at this. Onboard, Brett Hill.
You see the virtual middle finger coming out of the car.
Onboard, Joseph Strigley.
Oh, that's tough.
And finally, onboard, Blake Coleman.
Yeah, that was a whiplash effect right there in that one.
And we are back. 4 drivers out of the race after that last incident. They are Daniel Gitteroke, Rob Evans, Brett Hill, and Paul Swanson. That leaves 38 trucks still running, although not all of them still in contention really for this one with damage. Dylan Young is the race leader over Kev Shearer, Emmanuel Gonzalez, James Ellison, Chad White, Joshua Hyatt, RJ Reynolds, Mohamed Zainudullah, Osman Hamid, and Seth Cole, the top 10. John Silver runs 11th, Jessica Shelton, Ryan Hill, Cole Deaver, Sabrina Rogers, Jonathan Zorline, Steve McDougall, Bafode Sacco, Ryan Houston, and Joseph Bryant, the top 20. As here's the rest of the running orders. You can see them on the top of your screen.
Here, it's going to definitely be an interesting restart. Dylan Young's got the experience, and but Kev Shearer is a little inexperienced. Yes, I understand he ran the full series last year, but Dylan Young has more series under the belt, so I wonder if they use some of those restart tricks to fool Kev right there.
We'll have to wait and see what Dylan Young's got up his sleeve, if not anything that can fool the State Farm Dodge here of Kev Shearer. As the green flag is out, remember Kev can't make a move to the left, though, before the start-finish line. He knew that. It was a great restart, though, for that 56 truck. Chad White makes a move on the 38 going into 1. As looks like Hyatt's going to try and grab a spot away. Can the 56 make a move? Ellison now having to battle with RJ Reynolds is going to 3 and battle for the top spot. Here comes Kev Shearer. They might be 3 wide off turn 4.
Oh, God, that would have been
thought better of it.
Yeah, that would have been death. I mean, we had a full finish in the Cup Series 2 years ago here. Can we repeat that?
5
oh, God.
laps to go from Chicagoland as Kev Shearer clears off into turn number 1. Here comes Dylan Young back at the 56 off turn 2.
On the outside.
Side by side down the back straightaway. Dylan Young looking for an advantage to get back around the 56.
This is all going to determine where the 10 car lines up right here. Can't he make a move? Look at the 10. There he goes.
Trying to make it 3 wide as Dylan Young with a power move around the outside of the 56.
That's just the experience of Dylan. No one went to throw a response and when to do it. Kev doesn't have that experience. And it's showing right there. Here comes the 4 runs from the 4th one.
4 laps to go, but it's Kev who gets the lead. Maybe going back through 1. Dylan Young will not clear down the back straight, but actually he does before turn 3. Kev falls back into 2nd. Chad White into 3rd.
I'm telling you something. That Fit 2 truck is strong around the outside.
Chad White now having to fend for 3rd from Joshua Hyatt. Kev clears and looks for a way back up to the back bumper of the 2 with 3 laps to go.
Well, it's going to hard to beat that 2 truck. He can make any groove work. I mean, he's doing a very impressive job right here.
Battle for 3rd rages on right now. Chad White, Joshua Hyatt battling for that spot, looking for an advantage over one or the other. White will clear into 3. laps to go from Chicagoland in the Line X 200. Can Dylan Young hold on to the race lead?
In my opinion, I think he's got it. It's going to be really tough to beat that 2 truck. He can make the outside work as the 63 is long John Silver up the hill right there.
Manuel Gonzalez, Mohammed Zain Abdullah battling for position right now down the back straightaway. That's the battle for 5th. Gonzalez will clear down into turn number 3.
And here comes Kev. Kev trying to make one peek at the bottom here. Trying to set him up.
2 more shots, that is. They come down the front straightaway. White flag is out in the Line X 200.
Kev's got to get a big enough gap, but Dylan can get the high side working. Here he comes. That's shot 1.
Kev's going to
here it goes.
They go into 1. Can't make it work, though. Dylan Young clears off 2. Lap truck in front of him is the 51 of Blake Coleman.
That's going to be interesting. Oh, they're going to catch up, too.
Oh, Coleman, look out.
Oh, God. The 4. Oh, jeez. This is going to be it's going to be a tremendous wreck coming to the fence.
Oh, God, here we go. Number 4. Kev with the run. Drag race. Dylan Young wins it.
Oh, God. Dylan Young's truck was so strong on the outside. My God.
Hyatt in 3rd. And James Ellison does it again. That is 3 straight top 10s for the 38 truck in races he's made.
You can thank Brad Coleman for that one. Oh, the 33 to 10th right there. Wow, what a finish.
Manuel Gonzalez in 4th. That was Zain Abdullah 6th. Top 10 today. Dylan Young, Kev Shear, Joshua Hyatt, Emmanuel Gonzalez, Chad White, Muhammad Zain Abdullah, RJ Reynolds, James Ellison, Jessica Shelton, and Cole Deaver, the top 10. Stephen, your final thoughts on that one?
That was interesting. I don't know if they wrecked coming back, but the 51 truck definitely held up a lot of guys. Good run for White. He had a strong truck. Hyatt with another good run. He finished 1 in Atlanta in a mile and a half. So good program from Gonzalez. Has had a good few weekends. Jess sneaks her way into a top 10 finish. He finished 2nd last week from starting in 17th. Deaver's going to be dangerously close to the points lead. I finished 21st. A lot of good runs for a lot of guys here. Next weekend, I believe we're going to Canada. Yeah, we're going to.
I believe so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's.
Yeah, trucks are going to Most Sport, and then Xfinity is going to. Wow, the Hooters series is going to Dover. So look forward to some more road racing.
Well, wait, it depends on how that falls then, because they're technically Dover's their race 7.
Yeah, so we saw how crazy Watkins Glen was.
Might be 2 weeks time from now when you see the Reebok Truck Series once again.
Yeah, so most part will definitely be interesting as we saw how crazy Watkins Glen was, and Rob Evans had his first bad race of the year. So looking forward to the Cup race. Hopefully no one pulls the Baranowskis there.
So with that, congrats to Dylan Young on the victory, his first of the season, and that will help make him eligible for the chase. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. For Stephen Powell III, I'm Gordon Fan21. You've just been watching a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.